got them searching. They want to do it for the search. Jumped in the street, they showed me money. They gonna kill him. You ain't just like running, just like acting. What she want my kids? He told me grab the brush and paint. So I ain't right in her forehead and tried to spell out my name. They drop $1 million worth, all around. Tell them about they pocket skinny, man.
Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Groupers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Groupers will put total weather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteers' offense is on the field for the first time today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing the defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football. And they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do. And they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Pass to Stinson, still on his feet. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is...
Breaks into the open. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
And the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown,
We know a lot of offenses like to strip their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late. But what a great job to take control of this game.
Out in traffic, cause I ain't getting in the back seat. And where I go is car trailing, cause reckless ain't driving me. I get mad when I look around and my members ain't what they supposed to do. What's going on? I'm stuck in a cage, it drove me crazy. Hand me that drink.
Throughout. You put pressure on him from the opening foul.
They've got it moving now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Groupers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today.
You have one belt on your shoulder, but I think one makes the world champion. You have 35. That's like one next.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the running back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. The short hands, it's Kelly. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon.
box. Final touchdowns.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense.
Towns interest in this one. With an excellent performance.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Taking on Kevin Lovely and Sancho Pacheco. Looking to enter the first spot of 160.
Might as well give it to him again. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to scramble. Finds his man. It's Moses. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at 5.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working on the right. Into enemy territory, and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Bruce, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all of the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker was able to make it stop.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The groupers are flying down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Groupers.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The give to the tailback. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his feet. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line scrimmage.
Drag down, and they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
Bill's probably looking to try and capture the other Bills, but let's see.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play to pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Obviously, our plan is always to sit down with Turco Shake with Anthony Joshua.
On the ground, it's Gilliam. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll take it himself. Got him up for the first down. All down, and he has enough to move the chains. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Makes the catch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback rolls down at the 17.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And the Groupers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Find some space enough to get 5 to the 22.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, you can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. There he goes.
Whoa,
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Got it in the middle. It's Chandler. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And these wide receivers, are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, it can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Open space at the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Groupers.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Looking down the middle. Got his man all by himself. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Evanston. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Groupers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Finds his man on the left. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Lane. Trying to burn this defensive back. Touchdown, Tennessee. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Back to pass on second down. Blasted as he lets it go.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the mark. And the ball's in the hurry up.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And
turning it on. Touchdown ball. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Sheffield.
nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got a man. It's Sheffield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The groupers will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So here is the Tennessee offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. A designed run for the quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good, and you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Lane. Catch in the middle, it's Moses. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Looking downfield on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, and still got him on the turn. This will likely be the last play of the half. Running to the left. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Has got to go in this one. It's getting shot in 2026.
And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offensive rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have
when
told
Kevin
the
Lesaggio wants to get on the inside, break that 79-inch reach of Diego Pacheco and bombard him with
Let's send it back to the guys at
Get on the inside and do exactly what he did against another long, strong target in Jack Cullen. But Diego Pacheco is no Jack Cullen. Stronger, stronger, younger.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here.
Question for Saggio, who has been talked about, has been a very effective inside fighter. Sergio and I talked about it before the fight. A lot of his success comes from getting his head on his opponent's shoulders, getting him aligned and moving from there. Is it against a fighter
And it'll be a
way that Pacheco does?
Whenever you have a tall fighter, then yes, you should put your head in his chest and dig both sides of the
see this offense again.
dealing with a fight that's straight on that outside with his arm.
First half, the first quarter of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern in halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive.
Yeah, the first possession. Your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams.
And made it reluctant to come inside. Jack Cullen couldn't do it. Other opponents couldn't do it. Pacheco, he's got to
If you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. He's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the groupers will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today.
That's what Pacheco needs to be
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yards and really sets up this offense nicely.
Not letting him get
Volunteer offense back, and they hope it's touchdown
Whenever you
time
have
in
a strong
Tennessee.
target like that, whenever you have strong shoulders, big, wide back like this, you got to be content on whatever they're giving you early in the fight.
And wound up in the end
We
zone.
also saw Pacheco with his
And
first
off from the
offering
shotgun.
of an upper
First down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Uppercut especially, because there's an opening
You
there.
ain't getting by all these guys
Just
right up the
Pacheco
middle,
could just
unless your
move in
offensive line
with
and
the
your
left
tight
hand,
end and
jabbing.
everybody
That
is
Pacheco
putting in
get
the work
over
up
aggressive.
front, committing to blocking.
Send that
The
left
running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge
Good
game?
shot there
If
from
I'm the
Pacheco.
OC,
I don't
let's
think
call
there'll
that
be an
one
issue
good.
with Saggio getting aggressive.
Dropping back, it's Lane.
Looking for that right.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the DB making a
Space
huge
in the
play, knocking it away
defense.
downfield.
Having to lay Saggio.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in
First
this
start
game,
here.
throwing the go
Diego
route to
Pacheco
one of the
lands a
fastest
nice
players in
shot
all of
right
college
hand.
football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Steps away. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Jab and turn him as the instructions in the corner of Pacheco. That's exactly what he did this round.
Take the penalty.
An aggressive target, a bull-like fighter in front of him. Goes in, come forward. She get angles on him. You got to use the entire ring.
And Sergio, those instructions coming from Omar Villanueva, the new trainer of Diego Pacheco. Pacheco electing to leave Jose Benavidez Sr. after his last fight. Said that was more about location and having a coach that's committed to him full time. It is interesting. Villanueva has been around Pacheco a long time, but experienced when it comes to working with fighters on championship level.
And he'll be brought down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there to generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why.
Yeah, and
they've
it
been
should
able
be
to put
noted
up a
too
lot
that
of points and
Villanueva
have
was
a
kind
really
of
nice lead in
part
this one.
of Benavidez
And now
camp
back in
as
the
well,
red
so
zone again, they're
it's not
looking
like
to
there's a
add to that.
wholesale change for Pacheco.
Grabbed in the
this fight.
backfield. It's Moses.
Some nice runs.
Touchdown,
Sasso.
Tennessee. And they add 6 more over the inside to the house.
Not just fighters. I mean, you know, guys shines, trainers as well.
Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
Those things right there.
Absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive
Get him
series
to
last
fight on
time.
those trains, and then you
They'll
can
try
have
to do
some
better this time around.
consequence.
I like these jabs.
The gift to the
First
back.
couple of rounds. Against Trevor McCumpy,
Across
landed
the 30, marked
33%
down
of his
to
jabs
35
against
after the
McCumpy. That
10-yard
dictated the
gain.
pace of the fight.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over.
Right.
Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running
touching
away with
Saggio
this
right
one. They
now.
scored a touchdown there last time
Saggio's
out. Now on
opening
this
up
drive
something
here in the
big in order
third
for
quarter,
Pacheco
the
to
defense
something
makes a
big.
massive play against the run, creating a
And
negative
body
play.
there from
They've got
Saggio,
the opponent
comes
going
up.
backwards.
Bring it down.
This defensive run just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
This is some of that inside wrestling.
Shutting down the option plays.
Saggio trying to get on this. Pacheco trying to open up some lanes.
Yeah,
Pacheco, the physical strength, holding up on the inside.
making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Break that distance.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving him and creating the explosive play.
He'll do it himself.
There's
How
Pacheco.
about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football at that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer.
That's actually your main event. Diego Pacheco and Kevin Saggio.
Going to have to create some explosive plays.
Well-round super middleweight test. Good start here for Pacheco. It's promising this fight. That he feels one of the hardest punchers in the division, and it's crazy to him that he doesn't have a knockout this year.
Well, the defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse them.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The Groupers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field.
They are going to pay off.
And he never had a chance to get away from the corner as soon as he got it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The give on the option.
Just right hands connecting there from Pacheco.
Deep in the red zone.
Perfect sign there. As well, we're seeing it right here. Pacheco taking the initiative here in this blitz. Big satchel.
Yeah, and also moving his head from one side to the other.
Staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They were able to make a quick stop.
Here's Pacheco corner.
They got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And they'll have to settle for a field goal. Absolutely
straight punch right down the middle,
and they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle,
in this fight, Chris, he's also kind of down with some of these shots. And he can be patient, and he can work that jab, that straight right hand. I think he's doing a really good job of it now. Saggio's not the type of guy that's going to go out on just one punch. You've got to break him down over the course of rounds. The first 2 plus, I think Pacheco's done a really nice job of doing that.
Pacheco and Super.
Here's the handoff. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 or 4, and we are not going to complain.
Yeah, that's what's tough guys like this. Defeated tough guys like Saggio.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability, and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop?
Thus far.
The ball's getting set on 1st and 10.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350
Rising sensation Moses Atama returns January 24th to take on Jermaine Franklin in the main event of Queensbury's Magnificent 7 card at Manchester's Co-op Live. Atama looks to continue his destruction of the heavyweight division live and exclusively here on DAZN.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
This quarterback part of their running game. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about this speed by the QB on that
check the defense always.
That's the end
I got to say, Pacheco waited about 5 seconds to obey orders there, finding a little bit of an angle for that uppercut.
We've reached the end of 3.
Pacheco corner wanting to find more angles on the inside and sure find routes to the body as well.
Yeah, you're not going to have you're not going to want to speed right in front of step back on Sancho. Even though he does square up and there's openings, you want to get an angle on him because he keeps that guard really high. So if you try to come on the side, he can't see
second down as we open the final stanza.
Position.
It wasn't just a trainer change that Diego Pacheco made for his last fight. As strength conditioning coaches,
Looking downfield, it's clean.
Chris Camacho, some of the guys that work with United Golovkin,
And
some
that
of the others.
deep
These are
shot's
the
going to
whole
wind up
fun
incomplete,
ones.
but we do have a
Explosive.
flag on the
That's
field.
that real
Let's see what
forward.
the
That's
official
been
says.
a real focus for him in this game. Those fighters being admonished there.
Amazing how
Holding
many
on the
times
inside.
an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a second down play.
Let's for him, but that goes back to training. You know, if you're not doing the drills or you're footwork in the gym, you're not going to do it. It'll come. See that little pivot right there? That was good, but he didn't step out.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll
That
walk
can
it
be
back.
dangerous by pivoting like that because your head stays in the same place when you swing out.
Pacheco said as much this week. He said that he felt
you
that
got to know the snap count.
as impressive as the knockouts that Sancho and Spencer have been, they've happened when guys stand right in front of him. And he said, I will not stand in front of him in this fight.
And now on
And
second
a
down
nice
for
left
this
hook to the body.
offense.
It just misses with that left uppercut.
Back to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Takes a hit as he fires.
Shoulder
Make
bump
the
drill.
grab in this offense, which has
The
been
ugliest from the
brilliant
audience
this
here
season
in
on third
Stockton.
down.
The
Doesn't
uglier
convert
this
this
fight
time.
is, the prettier
And the
it is.
Volunteers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep.
A minute of these rounds in this game.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field.
Seconds.
Always good to get points on a drive,
Step back.
David. Chip shot
There,
field goals
Jackson,
can give
a
you
little
a
bit of
I
elbow.
think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and
Pacheco.
execute a little better on this drive.
86
You're
lead.
absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones
Vegas
that run the
on the
ball.
inside
So,
as we
let's
head
see if
back
they
to the
can get
corner.
a little bit more physical on this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the groupers will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what
To the
great
audience,
field
my great
position this
French
time.
is failing me here, but I can tell you that they wanted to wrap the right hand around the
Now you're
guard
set
of
up in an
Diego Pacheco
opportunity
because
to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The Volunteers have played this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
like action here in our main event. Pacheco and Sancho.
On the line, it's Jackson. Perhaps a touchdown.
But you can understand about longer, not the urgency starting to pick up in the Sancho. After 4 rounds of officially clean offensive success, it's the understanding that something has to change.
Yeah, this one's such a frustrated offensive Pacheco.
And throws off the RPO. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the
resilient fighters like Steven Nelson and like Kevin Satchel, where you got to find a way to let something clean and big.
Try to power it in.
I don't think Sergio is
It's something to me about the opponents. If we're going to nitpick the game for Diego Pacheco, consistent games again, I just don't think his footwork's at the elite level. He doesn't play a lot of stepping around. He doesn't move off the ring.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to
That's,
stop
to me, the most glaring weakness in his game.
The offense obviously has had them
I agree. I have to agree with that because, look, whenever you're dealing with a
continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at 25. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
You know, backing up Satchel, that takes
He'll ride
footwork.
his man on the option.
Say credit to Sancho in this round. He's being those winged kicks connected. Up in that big sweeping right hand. It's been a hallmark of his career.
Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again. You got to pass those tests.
They get him stopped at the
That's double down, focusing exclusively. So now he just opened up his own gym in France after years of operating a chain of Chinese restaurants.
He'll pull it on the read.
Just to the gym full time.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
The rough stuff continues, but the action
fresh set of downs.
picking up mildly here in the 5th round.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose the
not
yard
going
on
to be in
that.
control of this fight like he should be.
One of the reasons this offense likes the
Satchel's going to
option
keep
game with the
smothering
quarterback is to
those
use
punches,
speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they were able to corral him for a huge loss.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The option look. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. Punt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense.
5-6-5 punches. I've been really landing cleanly right there. So Krekel's not really landing anything, and it's Satchel on the front foot, landing
Picked
right
off
hand over the
on
top.
their own end. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit. And that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something.
That
They gave up a lot
specific
of
piece of
yards.
advice that Pacheco's corner had.
Sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarter.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Grouper.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally,
As
some
Villanueva
good
told
things
him
to
to do.
happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
I've got a 4 rounds to 1 in favor of Luda Pacheco.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone.
Pacheco may have taken that round.
They hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee.
Right now, though,
Well, the good news about this drive,
rounds to 1
Jesse,
so
it
far
can't
in
go worse
favor
than
of Luda
last
Pacheco.
time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help
Trying
your
to break free
quarterback
there
turn
on
the
the
page
inside.
is just find him an easy completion
But
and let him
after
get
the
back in
minute
the
of this
Yeah,
round,
or find them an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going,
And
maybe
for that
jumpstart this
uppercut.
offense a little bit.
Good work, Joey.
Great pull and throw.
You have to be careful with that deep right uppercut.
He's open.
You actually take yourself a target. Steam down tall.
And they're going to
With a shorter part of
one into the end zone as they just
major
keep
point.
piling points on
Getting
the
that right up the
scoreboard.
gut, hiding it behind Jazz.
And it doesn't matter what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
That was a home run hook.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work.
Mentioned the really fights that Sancho falling through. He's also in negotiations to face William School for his IBF title.
Here comes the option.
Not
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Cut just inside the bridge of the nose.
Scream about those big hits.
From Pacheco. What we did over here, it was as a result of intentional headbutt.
Great place to start for this offense. He's going to take off.
Right hook. That's what they
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone. They'll have it at the 16.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense,
talk about this one all night long. Just announced on the zone, the biggest stars of the sport finally clash on January 31st. Pedro Lopez and Shakur Stevenson set to finally square off in New York. Live on the zone pay-per-view.
And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
taking care of that cut on the right side of the face.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to
7
finish
underway. You heard the Pacheco.
They went into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponents.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next
That edge starting to narrow.
Scanning the field.
Pacheco
It's
leading
quick.
41-39.
Pocket breaking down.
Pacheco's best work.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Lethargic performance. Pacheco gets frustrated. Pull your arms out. If this is in the
They'll decline the
shouldn't be on
penalty
the
here and
inside.
let the
Should be
result
popping
of
him on
that
the
way
outside.
stand.
He should separate the smaller man.
Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire.
You follow that to advantage and it's not.
The give to
One thing
the
you have to
back.
say about Pacheco is that
And he's able to
throughout his
bounce off
career,
one tackle, but still not
it's
a
like
whole
it's
lot of
bouncing
running
from
room.
where he's
The
to make
Gophers
adjustments.
send out the punt unit.
Those adjustments. Midway through this fight, so
Wants to bring it back.
Can't start from the
Some
second
pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field.
body shots up
This is
like
quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they take in control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy with.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. This game is well in hand.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You're going to stop the run game. You better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He's coming straight. He's not looking to give you any angles. He's coming into the chest. Well, for the most part, he's trying to get into your chest and be successful. Pacheco, I think, needs to find a way to show
When you
guard.
know you
That's a
have
bit
a
of a
team
weakness in
out
his
for
game.
class, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You
Left
know
hook
you're
there.
better. You know you're going to win the football game.
Pacheco has
but how do I
landed
continue
about
still
6
execute?
good body
It's
shots over the
so
last
easy, great
20 seconds or
execution,
so.
Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Hey, I love that you tried to break on the inside. I keep doing that. When you see him flooding, all you need to do is take a side step. Come on, uphill. Step this way, come on, do it. There's that right hand because of the lack of the upper body movement. No fast twitch upper body movement by Pacheco. That's what I said by a lethargic performance on the inside. He didn't really lean on with the shot. That's getting Sancho with that great shot.
Eight now underway. The corner of Pacheco, echoing some of what you two have been saying in terms of what they want Pacheco to be doing. On the bumps the back. Sergio lost, find an angle there on the inside. Felt like he was doing that in the final 30 seconds or so of round 8, finding some more angles, being a little busier on the inside.
So let's check out, okay?
That's enough, that is. It's only a minute for Pacheco. It's he might not be there on that left. On the right. Pacheco is a lot of time left in this round, too. That was a picture perfect left hook. From Sergio, because Pacheco's standing up. There's no clearness. There's no defense. There's no body movement. Gabriel Sergio has made this one very interesting now. In a fight that looks like it might kind of slumber in the distance, Sergio is unloading bombs here in the end round. And all the opponents. In addition to these power shots, Sergio, I think Sergio has succeeded in frustrating and dragging Pacheco into the muck of this fight. That's what he needed to do. And I'm surprised that Pacheco allowed him to do it. He didn't do it in the early first 2 rounds that didn't make the 4th round, but now Sergio has actually gotten to fight his fight, so he succeeded in making this a small man's fight. Yeah, that Pacheco gas tank went down low, down towards empty, really quick. The first 4 or 5 rounds of this fight, he was moving well, he was fighting behind the jab, and since then, the indefatigable Sancho has found his way on the inside and made it his kind of fight. Final 30 seconds of round 8. Sancho just continuing to follow Pacheco around the ring here in the 8th round. And Sergio, something we talked about the build-up, the new trainer, inexperienced trainer now in the corner of David Pacheco. We're going to need to hear some things in between rounds, because this fight just got very dicey for him, and there is a long way to go.
Don't forget hearing them. He's been hearing the right things, and Pacheco's not implementing them because he hasn't touched them.
With another home run left hook. We want Pacheco to do something I haven't really seen him do in fights. That's the problem.
Oh, not bad. Yeah, I know. I know you're good. Gotta bring my hand back, okay? Keep them too long. Understand? He needs to start putting this to his chest. Keep him at the end. When you see that he's coming